Hi, my name is Jackie Chin. I am a professional palmist and author of this newly released book called International Palmist on a Cruise, Extraordinary Hands. That's right, I am a cruising palmist and I work on a cruise line that is with Star Cruises for the past 15 years, reading hands of people from all over the world. I have worked in Superstar Leo, I have worked in Superstar Virgo, and I have worked in Superstar Gemini, and I have read more than 40,000 hands, and I am still learning. Every time, whenever you look into the human hands, you always get to learn something new, because human lives, they are so very complex. Palmistry is one of the most fascinating and intriguing arts in the world, and working on a cruise line as a palmist is one of the most incredible, awesome experiences. Why? Because you get to meet all kinds of people. You get to meet all types of people, and you get to meet all sorts of people. For example, you get to meet people who are pinned under a 5,000-pound overturned tractor, suffered traumatic brain injuries, have their heart stopped several times, and yet they survived. This is truly incredible. Now let us take a look at the prints.
Here is a farmer I met on a cruise ship. He was pinned under a 5,000-pound overturned tractor. And here is his handprint. Take a good look. What are the signs in his hand that predisposed him to this accident? How did he survive this life-threatening injury? For answers, check this out in Chapter 3, Flat as a Pizza of my book, Extraordinary Hands.
Next, you get to meet people who can defeat anyone bigger than themselves. But first, how many hours of work do you put in per week? Say 25 hours, 40 hours, how about 65 hours?
This young petite lady can work more than 100 hours per week for the past 7 years, and she's still going strong today. Let's take a look at her handprint. What are the signs in her hand that give her tremendous work endurance and mental fitness that most of us lack? You get the answers in Chapter 5, Small People, Big Power.
Next, you get to meet terminally ill patients who never lose faith, even though doctors have given up hope on them and announced that their days are numbered.
It is very rare to find terminally ill patients defying doctors' prediction of doom and having their lives extended for another 15 good years. But the handprint of this man I met on board the cruise ship did exactly the thing. Take a good look. What are the signs in the hand that draw a fine line between life and death for the terminally ill? You get the answers in Chapter 9, Raw Power.
Next, you get to meet people who are not only gunshot survivors, but they can still walk away with 200 bird-shot pellets lodged across their bodies. They are literally a walking souvenir. But first, what is a birdshot?
A birdshot is a blast where pellets are fired from a shotgun and they're spread upon leaving the barrel, creating massive wounds, as shown in this picture. This is the handprint of a birdshot victim I met on board the cruise ship. What are the signs in his hand that help him to miraculously escape death? How did these lead pellets keep him alive today? Check this out in Chapter 6, Gunshot Wound.
Next, you get so awestruck and inspired by people who can put up with multiple surgeries.
Here is an incredible, awesome woman. She had more than 20 major operations involving her brain, heart, and spine. Take a good look at the handprint. How did she survive multiple surgeries? For answers, check this out in Chapter 1, Bionic Woman.
Nobody has ever come back to tell us about this, but this man he did come back and tell me that he died and shared with me some of his very vivid dying experiences.
This man was drowned, experienced death, and came back alive. Take a good look at his handprint. What is in his hand that stopped his heartbeat? What is the sign that brought him back alive? For answers, check this out in Chapter 2. What is this hidden movie camera?
These are some of the highlights of incredible hands I have read on board the cruise ship. There are many more of such hands captured in my ebook, Extraordinary Hands. For details, please check it out on my website. And behind this ebook, there are 30 questions and answers. Questions about palmistry you never thought about and answers you never knew before. For example, how fast can lines change significantly? We're not talking about mere lines changes. We're talking about significant lines changes. Now, let us take a look at some of the handprints.
In Chapter 1, Bionic Woman, you can see how lines change significantly within a year. Major lines changes can be detected within 6 months in Chapter 9, Raw Power. If you wish to find out how to change or move your lines, turn to page 94. In pages 116 and 117, you see the best record of lines changes within the shortest possible time. What happened to Mr. Workaholic? Read about him in page 118. Why are you still jobless despite a good career line? Check this out in page 122. Which hand has arthritis? You get the answer in page 129. If you do not have a great relationship with your mother-in-law, find out why in page 133. Why you do not need to have many lines to become rich? The answers in page 143. Why does this couple still fall in love despite prediction of doom? The answers can be found in page 149. Why does the skeptic still want the palm reading? Check this out in page 156. Why should this lady stay in the loveless marriage? The answers in page 158. Why are women more stressed up than men? Please read page 161. Find out what is the common sign in the hands of chain smokers in page 164. You may have 1,000 friends, but you may not have one to spare. Why? Find out in page 169. Why do you worry, especially when the future is assured? Check this out in page 180. Why do couples have love affairs? There are many reasons. The answers in page 183. Why do happy wives suffer? Check this out in page 185. Why do palmists hate to make a prediction? The answers in page 190. Hands are not meant to be hidden. So why does this lady hide her hand? Check this out in page 192. Why do you turn down a job advancement? You get the answers in page 197. Why do loving couples have midlife crisis? Check this out in page 200.
Again, these are some highlights of questions and answers. There are many more of such Q&A behind my ebook. If you wish to have more information and if you wish to have a copy of my ebook, please check it out on my website. In my next video, I'm going to share with you some very exciting and interesting insights and experiences as a traveling palmist working on board a cruise ship. Stay tuned, don't go away.